What is your worst dating experience?
I'd say
Shoot, I mean, when a relationship turns bad, like, because that becomes like the whole dating experience. You like end up dating your best friend, and then the relationship ends, you break ties, and then you just never get to see him again. Yeah, but I mean, it happened to a bunch of people. It's not just me, obviously. Like, you'll find a bunch of people that it's happened. So yeah, it's pretty common, honestly.
Worst dating experience. Okay, so basically what happened was I met this guy on Tinder and he was into the type of stuff that I was into. So we were like, hey, we should meet, and then we kind of chatted for a very long time. There was this other guy that I was talking to, but then I decided, hey, I like this guy a little bit more.
when I was in itself, I've had a lot of bad ones actually. When I was around 15 years old, I was dating a guy from America, from the States. And it was perfectly fine first. Randomly, out of nowhere, he started being very possessive and aggressive.
Worst dating experience. Probably when I was like dating somebody for like a day. I took them to McDonald's, and because I didn't want to kiss them right away, they dumped me. It was my first ever date.
And he was being very sexual with me, and this happened like 2 years ago, so when I was still quite immature. I know 2 years is not a long time, but it really changes the way you think and the way you act. We were at the same age, but he was a very sexually active guy. He would send me photos. I didn't think much of it. I thought it was normal because they're all teenagers and, things can happen in a very sexual manner. We talked, and one day we just decided, hey, you know what, we're going to actually meet up in real life.
I tried to decide what I would wear. I couldn't wear certain clothing, even though he wasn't even here. He tried to force certain type of clothing on me. I couldn't wear sweatpants because it showed too much. I don't really know how that worked. But he started trying to see all my friends on social media, like every guy that I had on my social media, and he tried to get me to stop talking to them and follow them, like stop the whole friendship.
So we met up. It was like a movie thing, and we went to the cinema to watch a movie together. But he kept on hugging and he tried to touch me, and it just got really uncomfortable because it was my first time ever meeting a guy. And the moment we met, he just immediately grabbed my hand. I felt really uncomfortable. He also touched me in places that I never thought that I would ever allow someone to touch. Now that I think about it, I was being really dumb.
I was on a call with him. I had to do something with my dog for like a few seconds, and when I came back, for some reason he was like pointing a gun to his head. I was really weird, and he's kind of sort of been stalking me since, because I broke up with him. Like today even, he keeps texting me, messaging me, and he makes like new accounts whenever I block him.
Damn, bro, what the fuck?
I know.
That's some you shit right there from Netflix.
Yeah, I know. Like, so a few days ago, he messaged me, I want to try and talk with you every day. And then a few hours ago, he messaged me, I'm over you. I want to change the world. And I'm so confused with I don't know what's happening, really.
Yeah. He's not over you. Don't even buy that.
I got a boyfriend now, so he's aware of that as well, and he kind of is completely against it. I mean, he sometimes would even get jealous of my brothers for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not into that Alabama thing.
Yeah, because I wait until at least the third date just to make sure it's the right person that I'm comfortable with. But I guess they didn't like me because I didn't want to kiss them. It made me feel very sad. It made me feel a little bit, now did I do something wrong? But then I remember that it's honestly my choice. If they dumped me, then they're not the right one. I made the good choice of not wanting to kiss them.
I felt like it was wrong to push someone away when it actually isn't, because it's your actual body. I didn't know at the time that I convinced myself that I wanted to be with this guy. I had to talk to my friend about it. It was only my friend told me that, dude, that's not right. It's not how things should go. Was the only time when I finally realized how fucked up the entire situation was. I blocked him on Discord, I blocked him on Tinder, I deleted everything. Even till now, because of the experience, when I sit with a guy or I interact with any guys, I still feel a little part of me just shaking, and I'm still very scared. But, things might change.
It was The thing, to a point, I could understand it when he tried to decide who my friends could be. That I wasn't allowed to have any guy friends. Like if I had a picture on Instagram, for example, there's a whole group, and a guy was standing too close to me. He told me to delete the picture and the friendship with that guy. I have like 7, 8 brothers. He got jealous of all of them because they were allowed to live in my house, and I got so, you know. It's just weird. I can understand jealousy and possessiveness, but that is just kind of obsessive, kind of weird.
There was this guy in high school that I flirted with, and then I found out from all my friends that he was called the whack-off jacket because he would fucking wear this big-ass leather jacket in class and jerk off under it.
No way.
Okay.
Yeah. So I stopped talking to him. Because I believed it. And I still believe it.
Probably did. I don't know, fucking high school's weird as fuck, dude.
One of my friends said that he had like video of it, like of him doing that shit.
Okay, who the fuck would record that?
Nah, that's whack.
Advertising to anyone.
What?
I think my worst dating experience was a girl that I had been dating for a year. She told me that she hadn't loved me. She never loved me during that relationship. And she broke up exactly a week after our anniversary. So that drove me into a really sad, bad time in my life. I got hella sad and I started cutting myself, doing all this shit to myself, and then I attempted suicide.
Ew.
That's, I think, the worst dating experience.
Are you better now?
I'm still dealing with it. It's kind of hard sometimes. I still get, like, all the shit that I do.
My worst dating experience. Okay, this was with one guy I met on this app. He was very, like, mentally abusive. So we were really close and everything. We were best friends, and we just decided to date each other because, you know, we loved each other. We would always call all the time. We would play video games together. We'd do everything together. And it was, like, really nice. It was really amazing for, like, the first few months. And then everything just started to go downhill. So, like, he started to make me feel bad about myself. Like, he would blame everything on me. He would go through his own personal problems and say that it was my fault. I would try to show affection towards him all the time, and he would act like if he just didn't want it. Like, he would say, oh, like, you don't love me, you're just playing with me. And to me, that hurt a lot because I don't play with people's feelings. I've been played so many times. I would never do that to someone else. Like, it really hurt, and I would tell him, like, I wouldn't play with your feelings. I care about how people feel a little way too much. I was really sad all the time. I would talk with him. It was just getting worse, so eventually I had to stop talking to him. And one day, like, of course, me missing him because, you know, I still loved him. Even though I left him, like, I still had feelings for him. I still wanted to be with him, but I knew it wasn't a good choice. He acted like he just didn't know who I was, and that right there, that really hurt me. That hurt a lot. I loved him so much, and for him to, like, just act like he didn't know who I was, it was just really disappointing. That was pretty much my worst relationship that I've had, and that's it.
Good night, iCarly, good night. May your dreams be clean. Even though we all know that you're really horny. We all know that you are ERPing in your dreams, making girls scream in ways you think you couldn't before. iCarly, we all know that you're a horny man and you be fucking sex.
Virtual pussy.
He be horny, having sex in his dreams. He be horny, having sex in his. Don't deny it, bro.
Yay! It's beautiful!